Which Final Four team should you root for to win the NCAA tournament? That's where we come in. Well, list all, let's go team by team. If you're a fan of underdogs, then Auburn is the team for you, as the school owns the lowest seed 5 in the Final Four. The Tigers have put and this is Auburn's first ever Final Four appearance, which makes this an even better story. And we haven't. Okek was able to watch Auburn's Elite Eight victory over Kentucky while sitting in a wheelchair behind the Tigers bench. After the victory, he slapped it on there with a smile. "You the hardest I've ever seen him smile," junior forward D'Angelo Purifoy said. Chumas a real Auburn, even with just 4 teams left, to win the title according to 538's calculations. March Madness is, on one hand, the Spartans destroyed millions of brackets across America by defeating Duke. On the other hand, for starters, how cool is this? Coach Izzo just said on that Cassius Winston called the play that was the game-winning 3. Reminds me of the player who made that game-winning 3-pointer, Kenny Goins, Michigan State. The school had he chose to be a walk-on, and now he's a 5th-year senior who just sent his team to the Final Four. Some people might get tired of Tom Izzo's success in March with the Spartans, but others might look fondly on it. If you like cool teams, root for Texas Technical. I mean, just look, had to do it to M again for they. Any team that celebrates their Final Four appearance by blasting Lil Nas old. Texas Tech coach Chris Beard has had an interesting journey to this point. His past experience, the Red Raiders are also playing in their first Final Four in program history. They may not be quite a year after being outed by 16-seed UMBC. Virginia has found a way to not lose and make the Final Four for the first time in 35 years. Virginia this is probably the main reason to root for Virginia at this point. If you didn't pick, or if you just like a good redemption story, the Cavaliers would be easy to root for. What an incredible related slideshow. Best photos of the NCAA tournament provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,